If you're currently planning an outdoor space or you've just finished one, this video is either going to save your budget or force you to rethink everything. I've designed hundreds of landscapes, and the same traps show up year after year, from expensive finishes that turn into ice rinks to lounge areas where it's impossible to actually relax. One of these features is being pushed by every other designer as high-tech style, but it's actually the one that makes your yard the most uncomfortable. Here are the 10 things you are definitely going to regret. 10. Stationary stone fire pits in the center of the patio. Monumental stone fire pits often become the main visual centerpiece of a project, but they are impossible to move. Wind directions on a property change constantly, and one evening the smoke will blow directly into your face with no way to move away. This structure takes up a huge amount of space that can't be used for dancing or active play for kids. A high-quality portable fire bowl will give you the same coziness while maintaining the flexibility of your yard's layout. Furthermore, cleaning out ash from a deep, fixed stone basin is a back-breaking chore compared to tipping out a lightweight metal pit. If you ever decide to change your patio style, removing a ton of mortared stone is a costly demolition project you'll want to avoid. 9. Glossy porcelain tiles or polished stone. Polished surfaces outdoors look like a luxury hotel floor, but only until the first rain. Even light morning dew turns such a patio into a dangerous ice rink where it is impossible to actually relax. One of these features is being pushed by every other designer as high-tech style, but it's actually the one that makes your yard the most uncomfortable. Always choose materials with an anti-slip rating of at least R11 to ensure safety for yourself and your loved ones. Beyond the safety hazard, glossy finishes show every single scratch from patio furniture and every speck of dried mud. You'll find yourself obsessively mopping the floor just to keep that showroom look, which isn't how you should spend your weekends. 8. Solid glass terrace railings. Transparent screens promise a panoramic view of the garden, but in practice, they require endless and exhausting maintenance. Pollen, raindrops, and pet paw prints instantly turn an invisible wall into a dirty smudge. You will spend more time cleaning the glass with special products than actually admiring the surrounding landscape. Instead of glass, it is better to use thin cable railings, which visually dissolve into space and are not afraid of dust. Additionally, glass panels can act as a greenhouse, trapping heat on the patio and making the seating area uncomfortably hot during the summer. Birds also frequently collide with these invisible barriers, which is distressing for both the wildlife and the homeowner. 6. Dark surfaces, black decking or tiles. Anthracite and charcoal shades are at the peak of fashion right now, but they have a massive heat capacity under direct sun. On a hot day, a dark surface heats up to critical temperatures, literally burning bare feet or dog paws. Your patio will turn into a red-hot skillet, making it unbearable to stay there without special footwear. Choose light or medium tones that reflect sunlight and allow you to walk comfortably barefoot. Dark materials also show salt deposits from tap water and dusk much more prominently than lighter variegated stones. Over time, the intense UV exposure can cause dark pigments to fade unevenly, leaving your once sleek patio looking patchy and weathered. 5. Built-in outdoor televisions. Many dream of watching matches in the fresh air, installing expensive electronics directly in the lounge area. However, sun glare makes the image almost unreadable even on the brightest screens during the daytime. Constant humidity, insects, and temperature changes quickly disable even protected models of electronics. A portable projector and a folding screen will be a much more practical solution for occasional movie screenings under the stars. Hardwiring a TV dictates a fixed furniture layout, preventing you from ever rearranging your patio for different social gatherings. Most people find that the novelty wears off quickly, leaving a large black plastic rectangle as a permanent eyesore on an otherwise beautiful wall. 5. Paths that are too narrow. Winding paths less than a meter wide often look elegant on blueprints, but they are extremely inconvenient in everyday life. It is impossible for two people to walk side by side on such a path, which deprives you of the opportunity to comfortably stroll and chat with a guest. You will constantly be brushing against plants and stepping on the lawn while trying to pass another family member. Make main paths at least 120 centimeters wide so that you can walk freely or move a garden wheelbarrow. Narrow paths also make it difficult to carry trays of food or drinks from the kitchen without constantly looking down at your feet. Providing a generous width creates a sense of luxury and ease that truly elevates the overall feel of your landscape design. 4. Stationary planters built into the decking. Plants growing directly out of the floor of the terrace look impressive, but they create a hidden threat to the entire structure. The powerful roots of trees and shrubs eventually begin to lift the covering and deform the load-bearing frame of your patio. Constant watering in these zones inevitably leads to moisture accumulation under the decking and accelerated rot of wood or metal elements. Use large portable planters that allow you to change the garden design without the risk of destroying the terrace base. If a plant in a built-in pocket dies or outgrows its space, replacing it often requires dismantling part of the surrounding patio surface. Soil and mulch from these planters also tend to wash out during heavy rain, staining your clean deck or stonework. Providing a generous width creates a sense of luxury and ease that truly elevates the overall feel of your landscape design. 3. Lack of designated outlets and water sources. Often, people save on utilities, believing that an extension cord or hose from the house will be quite enough. In the end, your beautiful space will be eternally blocked by dangerous orange wires and hoses tangling underfoot. Cleaning the patio turns into a complex quest if the nearest tap is at the other end of the property behind 3 doors. Install waterproof outlets and a water outlet directly in the lounge area during the foundation stage. Having integrated power also allows for permanent, low-voltage accent lighting that significantly improves the nighttime ambiance of your yard. Without a local water source, you'll likely neglect your patio plants during the hot summer months, leading to a brown and wilted landscape. 2. Complex multi-level terrace structures. Designers love levels for visual volume, but every step is a potential risk zone for children and the elderly. Dividing a small plot into several platforms severely limits your options for arranging large furniture. You will find yourself squeezed onto small islands where it is impossible to expand a table for a large company. One spacious and level space is always more functional and safer than 3 cramped platforms at different heights. Building multiple levels also significantly increases the cost of construction due to the need for additional retaining walls and foundations. From a social perspective, steps act as a physical barrier that discourages people from mingling and moving freely between groups. 1. Monolithic built-in benches of concrete or stone. Heavy concrete seats look very modern, but they are completely devoid of ergonomics and comfort. The stone remains ice cold for most of the year, and the lack of an adjustable backrest makes long sitting physically tiring for the back. You won't be able to pull up closer to the table or change the layout if you decide to buy a larger grill. Invest in high-quality modular furniture that can be adjusted to your needs or put away for storage during the winter period. These permanent structures often become homes for spiders and debris in the corners that are nearly impossible to sweep out properly. Once they are poured or laid, you're stuck with that exact seating capacity, whether you're hosting a quiet dinner or a large party. Conclusion: your yard should serve you, not demand endless maintenance. If you've already made one of these mistakes, don't panic. Most of them can be adapted for normal life. The main thing to remember is that true comfort lies in flexibility and safety, not in following short-term trends. Which of these mistakes seems the most frustrating to you? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to Build Without Regrets. See you in the next video.